This is the home planet, which is getting there. We have the Draco Ranch running. This only runs if requested, if this ranch is below a certain amount. I'm about to start to do that with my glossy Dracos. That's right underneath the Cobalt Tamer. I know it's an old school, because you know what? I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff. Yeah, do you make tutorial? I'll have to look to see if you have tutorials. Because I'd like to have a new way of doing that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm missing something. Anyway, here's the glossy Draco area. We just increased this area to have more. We're up to 7. I think I can do 7. I don't know 100%, but I hope so. The freezer over here, we put that in last episode. So that's this here. And I probably should vacuum this area out. Let me get that at least set up. It might need... Yeah, we're going to need a high-pressure gas vent. Let me get some regular tiles in like so. And I think I'm going to close this one in. I don't even care about it. So, for the wires on this... Ooh, I never hooked that up. For shame. Wow. Alright, well... I guess we're coming in like that. We'll get the priority of this on that side. And I'll probably just end up snipping that for right now. I think I want to build a tile down here. Or maybe I don't. I mean, I could. I could just kind of come up here like so and take a granite piece and just build that real quick. Alright, let's also maybe sweep this up real fast. Like a dime. Anyway, so... Oh, it's boiling. That's neat. So this is the freezer setup. We have the 3... thermal regulators in there. And they come around, and I could have probably shortened this a little bit. Thinking about it now, but whatever. It goes around, it cools it off. Down to negative 75. The food comes in, goes around, only is allowed out if it's below negative 40, comes down the rail, and goes into a vacuum right into the Great Hall. And so we have all of our food now stored here in a deep freeze environment, sterile atmosphere. And that's where all of our food is. Gristleberry and muckroot. Mostly gristleberry, I guess. Eating everything else. I know we were feeding the other planet for a while, so this is why we're trying to build a fridge on this side. If I could just maybe empty this crude oil, that'd be great. And I was working on this side, so let's go ahead and put this in now. I suppose this could be a kind of a granite insulated on top here. Maybe deconstruct this now. I don't think we need it. Is there anything else in there that I do not need? Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Let's deconstruct that. Oh my goodness, we locked them in. I thought we had just gotten everything out of there, and then we locked... What is the rotten pinch of pepper nut? Oh, that's a shame. Deconstruct buildings. Dang it. So close. Let's sweep this up. Could probably put a layer of oil there. I don't know if I have like a place where oil just comes out and stores. Do I? Let's see. That's where it goes. I mean, I could. Oh, wait. What's this? This is ethanol, yeah? Would ethanol work in this situation? Yeah, maybe. No place for the polluted water, huh? Well, then relocate it, I guess. Actually, cancel that. Polluted water. Wow, I don't have any place for you? That's unfortunate. Put you over here, I guess. It's a long way to go for it, but whatever. Alright, sweep all that up. Let's empty that ethanol. Oh, and I can turn that on now. Awesome. So that's just making this a little bit more efficient. Try to get as much out of that as possible. And if we're ready, I think I can close this off. Yeah, I think I got everything else out of there that I need, so that is fine and good. So what else do I want them to do over here? We do have a print. Let's see what we get. More ranching, rocketry research, supplying, cooking, decorating. With mole hands. I don't really care for them. Let's check on our newest dupe. That would be... We got food poisoning? That's gross. Did you not wash your hands? Oh, there's food poisoning all over the water that we have. Yeah, that's probably not good. Should almost have a place to wash your hands in here. Like a hand sanitizer right before you get the food. That's a thought. Would that be under medicine? Poor Nuggy, yeah. Poor Nuggy. Well, they have to come in a certain way to eat. I make them do that, so I say we have one right there. I don't know, actually. Cancel that. I could probably put it right outside the door here. Yeah, we'll put it right outside the door there. That way they will have to have clean hands when they eat. Yeah, because Stinger, he's dirty. He's got food poisoning on him, and he's eating. That's not good. This should solve that. This is still an issue, though. So, are we ready to... Do we have oil there? Liquid? Nope. It fell. Why? I do not know. I guess what I should do is run it up there instead. And I will relocate this to there. This is taking far too long. Alright, empty. Alright, we got crude oil there now. I don't think I have a farter here. This isn't the home planet. That still hasn't been done. Maybe I can't reach it. Let's get that. Did it just fall? I think it just fell. Are you kidding me? Where's my liquid? Some bitch. Alright, relocate. There might be something off-gassing. Let me just move. Oh, I bet you there's something off-gassing right there. That's what it is. Something there off-gasses. Yep, polluted dirt. Alright, crude oil, empty. Nope. And crude oil, relocate. Empty. Alright, and now we of course have that problem. Deconstruct this. Deconstruct that. Gross. Oh my goodness, forever oil in that water. Forever oil. Oh, it's the worst. Alright, let's get these rebuilt. Alright, try that again, yeah? That's the little things that go wrong. Alright, so now they have to go that way, and let's check your germs. You went right by and didn't sanitize, because your hands are clean. Nice. But if we see any germy hands in here, hopefully they will sanitize them first. And that, ooh, look at that. Well, this one is illumination problem. Okay, well, let's get a solution to that. Let's see. That'd be under furniture. Ceiling lights. Gold amalgam. One, probably. Oh, so close. Would a leg lamp do different? Why would... Oh, seriously, I'd have to have it down by one. That's not so bad. Or it'd have to be over here on the muck root. No, it'd still have to be down by one. Okay, I think I remember that being a thing. So let's do that. Nice. Oh, I love it that my barbecue is safe now. That's so good. Furniture. Leg lamp. Power. Oh yeah, this one can handle it. And as far as barbecue goes, we have not much, but it is deep frozen. And we're still paying for soda pops. Yeah. Those are expensive. Okay, this is a vacuum. Let's get everything moved out of here. On a high level, this could be deconstructed, and these pipes could all go. Let's get those gone. I think I'm done with that one as well. Deconstruct this ladder. Alright, deconstruct this wire. Let's get a liquid reservoir in there. And then I need to fill this thing up. Let's see. Well, I could do that over here somewhere. I guess we'll clean everything out of here. Oops, that's not everything. Let's get all standard. Four nugs. Yeah. Well, hopefully nobody's gonna get food poisoning anymore. I'm tired of seeing that. So I know we have some bleach done. Shouldn't be too much. Alright, let's close that up. Cancel this. And then we just gotta figure out where we're going down with it. And that's all been mopped up, has it? Alright, that's good. I could build buildings. On either side. That's just going to help with other liquids coming in. Unfortunately, they're sleeping in carbon dioxide. I kind of need this water to go somewhere. Let's see. I mean, it is. It's going to fertilizer right now, but that's going to take forever and a day. Do I want to store the polluted water? Do I want to run fish? Do I even have fish to run? What up, Engineer Troy? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you been? Let's see. What are we needing to do? I don't see any Pacu here. So they either died off or something. Water was a good temperature. But yeah, no Pacu. We got into this room. So we now have access to this side of the room. That's cool. Which let up some hydrogen that we're going to have to worry about. The sleet wheats are kind of running low. Our food, though, roasted grub nut, 13,000 calories. That's great. So today we're building a refrigerator slash kitchen. We're going to be building a kitchen in this room here. All right, negative 77 degrees. That's pretty good. If we go to temperature overlay, look at that. Isn't it pretty? And what are we doing over here? We're grabbing food. And soda pops. Wait, you're not supposed to be able to be allowed in that way. Alright. What up, Yelp? Let's see, do you have germs? The water might have germs in it, though. Because this uses water, right? So that water is coming from in here. Nope. Cheer. Germ-free water, and I don't even have anything to kill it. I just haven't peed in my pool. That's crazy good. This. Yay, it is growing both of them. Yay! I had to put the leg lamp down a little bit, but the room bonuses over here, we have the Nature Reserve, the Great Hall, which I still don't have enough wood, I guess, for. I need to get to the other planet to get wood, I guess. So we'll do that at some point. Oh, this needs to be fixed. This is something y'all can do. Ladders. And deconstruct these. I think I've already inspected all of them. Yeah, demolish. 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 Alright, there's the freezer on that one, though. And then this one, yeah, we're currently making the kitchen. Yay, that is sealed up forever now. We're gonna put some polluted water in there. So let me go ahead and deconstruct buildings on a second. We don't need those anymore. In fact, I might want to sweep that up. Let me get a little bottle drainer here. And we'll go ahead and fill this up with polluted water. I do have quite a bit of it. Maybe I could have a place for it to go. I don't want to get wet. Which would mean I would need a bottle filler. Somewhere accessible for polluted water. I don't necessarily want to have to get into Atmo suits, but I suppose I could put it up here. Let's just have a pipe running this direction to it. guess we'll get some mesh tiles in there. That's one way of doing it. Although I did have like 5 tons of it over here. You know what? Make this a priority 2. I'm pretty sure I have 5 tons of polluted water just sitting in a bottle. Okay, that's a vacuum. Oh my goodness, those still stood? Well, they gotta go now. That's unfortunate. How do I want to do my kitchen is the question, and how far do I want to make it? I guess I should start, right to left, just because it seems easier. So, I mean, we do have sleet wheat. It would be very easy to run bristleberries here and make berry sludge. I could make a berry sludge here pretty easily. That'd be nice. Berry sludge is great for space food, all sorts of reasons. So let's go around with the idea of berry sludge. First of all, I want all my sleet wheat to be deep frozen though. And I don't have a place for it to get there yet. So where do I want? I guess I could put a freezer on this side. Then a sweeper. A sweeper that can hopefully see in that corner. It might not be able to. I might want to cancel. Well, I want to cancel that until I make this. Let's go priority 4 on these. I could probably sweep this up. Priority 4 and the researchers over here building it anyway. That's funny. I'm gonna have to do something about these open air electrolyzers. I'll probably build something for oxygen that's more long lasting. Did I want these closer? I think I did. Cancel these. Oops. Sweep. Yeah, we definitely have some polluted dirt there I don't want. Let's get some of that naphtha that we're getting from the other planet. I'm pretty sure I'm getting naphtha from the other planet. Where is the naphtha from the other planet? Sure, I got naphtha coming in from the other planet. That's coming in, not there. I've lost it. I don't know where the other teleporter thing is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Liquid. Well, right now it's got water coming through it. Dang it. So no naphtha, but we have crude oil. Okay. Well, sometimes you just gotta get by. Crude oil. Relocate. Scalding. What? $85. That's warm. I am not running cooling on that. Well, there's your problem. Oh my goodness, I had forgotten to run cooling on that. Alright, cobalt. That's going, let's see. This was coming down that way. It goes up, goes over, so we're going this way with it. Okay, let's redo that then. Snip this. Instead, we're going to go up, and I might have to do some deconstructing over here. Oh my. And then this is the one that goes down. With a bridge. And deconstruct all of this. We don't need that anymore. And then we're going to need to deconstruct buildings level 6. Let's see. These two would have to go. Actually, if we did these two and those two, that would do most of it. Let's make this the priority. Construction 7s. Alright, how are we doing over here? Let's empty this crude oil. No, it's already being emptied. Oh my goodness. Scaldings. Seems about right. Alright, this crude oil can now be emptied. Thank you. Put that there and there. And mop that one square. Could have, well, if we had other liquids, I could do one of those liquid stacks. Those are fun. At least we have a lot of food over here now. Those grub nuts are great. Way better than other things. Alright, this could be deconstructed now, technically, I think. Yeah. And over here, we're working on this as fast as we can. We're gonna get pop eardrums, most likely, and maybe some scaldings. Oh, and now they're doing all that hauling that I asked them to do forever ago. It's hilarious. Now that the heat is on, so to speak. Scaldings, yeah. That's a vacuum. So, next, I'm gonna have conveyor chute in there. I might actually have it run down. Probably will, which means these will be insulated, and that should have been insulated, but, well, actually, it wouldn't be that hard to do. We'll do that, and then we'll insulate that, maybe the rest of them as well. I want to be able to keep this food cold as much as possible. Let's see if I can get a sweeper to look into on that. Oh boy, you know, I cannot see that with the sweeper. Oh, the sweeper would have to be down here. Wow. Okay, well that's not as ideal as I'd like it. Technically I don't need those, but I really don't want them messing up the oil on the floor. Could put it on the top as well, and the sweeper would have an easier time seeing it. I think I'm gonna do that. So we'll move this up by 1. Ooh, that's gonna be hard to do with the oil on it. No, not too bad. Not too bad. So we'll put these two like this. I'll deconstruct buildings. These buildings can go. This can be canceled. This can be canceled. This can be canceled. And that can be deconstructed as well. Yeah, we're gonna do this a little bit differently, I think. Scalding 2. Yep. It's hot in here. Let me get some ladders in on this side. There we go. We're gonna have to build a hospital, I think. A good hospital. Maybe one over here. This would be a fine place for a hospital. Kind of out of the way a little bit. Trapped. Well, it was trapped. No longer trapped. That's good. Let's get in medicine. Triage cot. 1, 2, and 3. Plumbing. Oops, that's not plumbing. Plumbing. Lavatory. And a mess. Oh, almost did that perfect. Mess table. Let's cancel. I don't know which one it is for the tickle tootsies. Is it this one? It might be. Let's get the carpeted tile out of granite. Let's get some ceiling trim. We'll do the nautical theme even though we're not on the nautical map. Granite. Then we'll get some back tiles out of granite. We'll do... I don't know, I sometimes do this pattern, so we could do this pattern. Turn it around. There we go. That one would be like that. I think that's right. Some of them are right. Some of them aren't. I think most of them are right. Yep, that'll work. That'll be a nice little hospital. Idleness. You guys have nothing to do? Okay, so they did this. What I'm going to do is mop up all that. And I'm going to have a bridge going there and there. With a bottle filler. And make sure that we also have those there. Let me get a regular tile put in there like so. The tile your mouse is attached to when placing. Alright, so we got the crude oil that's going in. That's enough. We can now deconstruct that. And deconstruct this. And deconstruct this. And as far as the other oil in there, I am tempted to just empty it out. What, I can't make that tile? Now I should be able to. Okay. Now I won't want a sweeper to bring anything back in here. Okay, let's think about this. Empty that one, deconstruct it, level 9. The sweeper in here then will be able to see that, obviously. Do we want it to also be able to see a loader to then load things out? Maybe. Mop that up. Deconstruct liquid pipes. Yeah, that's a lot of oil there. Technically, we're still making a lot of food over here. And hopefully these are getting sweet oils and the micronutrients, so we're definitely growing enough food. Just need them to get onto this. Once we have food storage forever, great. Alright, more mopping is required. Does that have any oil in it? It does have a little oil in it, but that's okay. I do not care. Alright, that's good to go. This needs to be deconstructed. I don't think anybody can reach it. Yeah. Do I need a ladder up here like so? Will that work? Then could we deconstruct it? Eerie silence. Hear it in the background. Alright, now you can deconstruct it, right? Yes. Awesome. That's what that needed. I might want to bring some oxygen in here. Always make sure they have a little bit going on. And we are still filling that up with polluted water. Okay, that is built. That's a nice little vacuum. Let's sweep that up. Then we'll get a conveyor loader in there with a conveyor rail. Do I want that to go down? Actually, I was thinking about it coming up like this. Yeah. Because this would be for like the sleet wheat and the bristleberry and the things that haven't been cooked yet. So this will go this direction. Gotcha. All right, let's get that in. I'm sure they'll get right on it. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, we're warming this place up, I guess. Let's maybe get some igneous rock around it like so. At least we have a renewable supply of sulfur. I don't need to get any sulfur from the other planet anymore. Is in the middle tile. Yeah, that's what I thought. So you're talking about like when I do build it. It's the tile that the cursor is on right now, which would be the middle tile, yeah? Yeah, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Not a problem. Ada can go in there. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. It's also what you need a lit workspace for. Yeah, that one's very helpful because the lit workspace sometimes is a pain in the ass. Okay. So I got where my sleet weed's going. Next, I'm gonna need a actual like deconstruct this. Probably a call it food grill. Get the electric grill. That's what it is. Do I want that right here, or do I want something over here? Because the sweeper could see that most likely. Actually, let's see where the sweepers can see. That one can see into there. That would be fine. This would be lit. And maybe I allow another one to be on that side. But it could see down there. Either one of these could see down there. That's not necessarily what I want, though. grill could then see certain things that I want. I don't want anything to have a loop. I'm already seeing a loop forming in my head with the cooking ingredients. Well, this one won't take the sleet wheat or the gristleberry or whatever for the making of the berry sludge. This one would take. It could take other things. I don't know. I'm thinking about this too long. Maybe I just go ahead and get this one in there like so. Then we'll get the food grill. I'm thinking I could put one there, but let me put one there for now. And I kind of want to have lit workspaces, you know what I mean? Like, I might have another grill, but it would be over here where this one could still see, but I could maybe have a loader right here that it couldn't see. I'm liking that. I have a loader, not a lid, right there. And that loader, I would probably have go up here. This is my input, right? So I would have... Yeah, I could do it that way. Like this. Cancel that piece. So anything I put in there would get pre-frozen. Of course, now this is going to be a little bit of an issue. I could break back in there and fix that real quick. Let's do that. I'll break in there. I'll make this an insulated tile. Luckily, that's a vacuum, so that's pretty good. And as far as oil, relocate. We got somebody on the surfboard. That's Turner. Hey, Turner. I guess the oil doesn't really affect it. Or the oil hasn't come up. I think I want to get a ladder at least started this direction. And then we'll dig out the rest of that. And there's the oil. Empty that. Awesome. Now we got more oil we gotta mop up. Luckily, at least I stopped it from getting into the water in there more than it already has. Yeah. Sorry about the oil spills, guys. It's necessary. Alright, let's deconstruct buildings. Level 7. These two need to go. Cancel this insulated tile for now. You know they're gonna do that. Yeah, it's still a vacuum. I'm excited. I'm excited for this kitchen. Oh, this will be fun. Let's get a lamp in here. Ooh. Actually, that'd be alright. Maybe. I might want to move that one over. Can I move that? No, I cannot move that one over. Okay. Lights will have to figure out where they're going to be. Right, that's done now. Now I can replace these tiles. And watch that go inside of that. That would suck. Let's mop that out, or sweep that out real fast. Hey, they did get it out. How's this side doing? Did we ever get that cooling in? I think so. But we haven't started it yet. Now this is hot, 81 degrees, but I think we can do polluted water and get that going. Or what is in this? Yeah, I think we were freezing it before. We have a little bit of polluted water in there already, so what if I did this? I can't even come in there and do that. Here, okay, we do have ethanol. That's right, we do have a thing of ethanol coming in. So not polluted water, but ethanol. Yep. Let's see, and we're giving them more ethanol at all times. I believe so. That is for ethanol. Yep. Alright, good to go. That is for clay. We're delivering clay. This could have more insulation. And let's see. Let's get this some power. I'm going to need a power line for this whole setup, so let's go ahead and get that going. Lead, please. Yes. Let me go down with it. Conduction bridges. There we go. Well, I have to have some sort of light here. Let's see, if I were to have a light there, it would light both, but there's no place for a motion sensor. Yikes, that's no fun. No light? I guess I could... No, I don't really want to do all that. Maybe I should have left more room in here. I could, technically, build something like this. Take this out. Deconstruct that. I'll just extend it a little bit that way, I think. Alright, that should be getting ethanol now. Yeah, 37 degrees. Wonder how many Oni players are engineers. There's a few. There is a few. Now I wonder if a motion sensor inside a wall would detect the outside. Ha! You want to find out? That's on the other planet, right? So you're talking like a motion sensor inside of there? Motion sensor light? I mean, I might as well right here. Now you gotta remind me, you gotta put down the back tiles first. Then the building, then the wall. I kind of want to have a place for my crude oil to go, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of annoying. I could set that up pretty easily too, but at the same time, whatever. Background tiles. Drywall, yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter, so I'll just do those. And those actually have to be in, I believe. Let's get a place for the crude oil to go to. This was going to be for what? Polluted water. Okay, I like that. Polluted water can be in there. Crude oil. I don't think I have a place for it to just be. So what we'll do... somewhere around here. I'm thinking about over here, maybe. We'll have a bottle filler. Bottle drainer. And then I can keep all the oils over there. Okay, there's those. Then we get in the ceiling light. Place the tile before the building. Okay. Place the tile before the building. Gotcha. Do you think the light will work in there? That's the question. There's that one. And then the light. Good question. And the power. It will work, but will it work? Yeah. Will it actually shine a light when a dupe goes there to work? That's the question I got. I mean, if so, I might make these other priorities a little bit less, you know, like let's make these ones for right now. Just see what happens. I don't know. That is cursed. I never knew about... I mean, I kind of knew about it with this. Because in order to make these mesh tiles, I knew about this. If you were to take... Without a ladder here, if there was no ladder, and I took a mesh tile, and I just placed it right there, it would place one there, but it would deconstruct this entire lab window. However, if I take that same mesh tile and I put it right there on that ladder, it won't, because the ladder is there occupying the space and will not take away the back window. If you didn't know. And I like doing that in order to keep more decor around this area, because, you know, that stuff's pretty pretty. Except for my floor here is pretty messy. Let's get that on a floor. Will it work? I see light. It's dim, but it's 900 lux. I think that works. It goes off. Cheer. I don't think I need to do this now. Deconstruct this. That is horrible. Also, I didn't know that one, but also don't usually keep back walls running. No? Yeah, science. Ooh! I have something for that. Science! Yeah! Science! Cool. Do it like Beavis and Butthead. Alright, do we have that made yet? Not quite. Polluted water. I think we're good on that, so let's stop doing that. We'll do sweep only and make sure that that is for only polluted water. You know what? That's fine. We can just have that polluted water sitting maybe right there. That'd be a good spot for it. Okay, and then this one, I want to have a manual use, and I want sleet wheat. Where's that cooking ingredient? Yep, sleet wheat on a 7. Let's see if we can't get that pre-chilled. Won't that be fun? Alright, this can be for crude oil, because it's pretty much all over the base. So just go get it. Did we load that up? Because I saw them hauling it. Not yet. Oh, this is not ready yet. That's right. So I guess for right now, I could just do this. But it needs to go to another location. So where are we going to have... I mean, right now our Great Hall is down there. Do I leave it down there? I mean, that's pretty far down there. Not to mention, I'd kind of like to have a gas range. Well, maybe if this one... We're cooking like... we're cooking like barbecue and stuff. Well, then I could have a sweeper that does the barbecue into this one. And freezes it and puts it back there. And if this was the gas range, then any kind of barbecue... Yes, I think I get rid of this one. I put a gas range in this one. So I'm going to have to Ooh. How big is a gas range? Oh no, that would be fine. Okay. So we'll put a gas range there. Let me get another one of these. There that goes. And I guess it's just gonna go around for now. 12 degrees. 5 degrees. %, stress. The Great Plup is not having it. What's your issue, Great Plup? You have... stress. Well, just high morale, huh? Well, I sure do appreciate you over there delivering all that cobalt. Sure is helpful. We're gonna give him a pep talk while he's at it. That's a good way to deconstruct, man. You know, you build all day. Sometimes it's just nice to tear shit apart. Hey, some meat. You know what we're gonna do with that? We're gonna turn that into barbecue. Heck yeah, I like barbecue. Picking up some of that. That's good stuff. All right, he's on his own. Anybody doing this? We could also get this piping done. So I'm gonna cool off, I guess, just this little area here. Let's build in a few more. I think I want to cool off. Yeah. Maybe up here as well. Oh, are we doing... Let's do this out of lead. Of course, this is going to be a nightmare to pipe over. But I will try. Alright. That one doesn't count. Let me deconstruct it. Alright, this is going to go down then. I think I'll just have it going this way. Coming down in there like so. Should have done this when I put those in originally. Then it'll come down like so. Like that. That'll have to bridge over and back up and bridge down and back over. And oh my goodness, that's going to be a nightmare. This will come down, bridge over that. This will come over. Let's go ahead and do this one. And then, oh boy, that's going to be fun. Let's go up with it and over and then down. And then going this direction. And that's the way back out, huh? Yikes. Well, maybe come down, do this, then down that way? No. It needs to go back to this location. Coming up. Okay. Let's do bridges.
Huh? I did not say to the Bat Cave. Make it clean.
Thank you. Alright, this way. Actually, it's going the other way, I think. Liquid bridge. Yeah, that's sucking it in. So this is wanting to go that way, is it? Yeah, because that's the last on the list. Got you. That's the last on the list, so that's going this way. Then this is going like... something like that. Okay. And now we're here, where we're at. I think we're gonna go up with it. We'll give it one more pass through. Actually, no, we won't give it a pass through. We're gonna have it coming down and, oh boy, yeah, going this way. Maybe instead of having it like that, I'll have a bridge for it. Oops, don't want to do that there. Oh yeah, that's good. That's nice. That's a good cooling loop right there. Good. Shut your good cooling loop. Alright, let's go this way. And a bridge there. That bridge is on wrong. Cancel this bridge. Cancel bridge. Okay. Like so. I think all my bridges are correct. I hope they are. We shall see. Yay, the conveyor rails are going in. Now my food should move around. So this is minus 49 degrees. That's great. There we go. We're at least getting the sleet wheat cold. Minus 35. Sleet wheat, eat frozen, sterile atmosphere. Love it. Now we could actually eat some frost buns once in a while. I think I can almost remove that as a task. And by the way, Yelp, absolutely love the add task. Because if you didn't know, you can go and mouse over a location and hit Control 1. Okay, you ready? Control 1. Did you hear it? Now, let's say I'm also working on the secondary, or on this planet, and I want to check on my Drecos. I can go Control 2. Hear that? Bristleberries. Control 3. Oops, not that. Hold on. Control 3. And then Shift 1. Then you hold, if you want, you can do, I forget how many. I think up to 9. I'm not sure how many. But then Shift 1. Shift 2. Shift 3. Yeah. I think it's basically what add task is, but now I can put a note on it. And it's right here where I can always see it, and I don't forget about, oh yeah, I set that up, and I totally forgot about it now, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Speaking of Dreco farms, though, how are we doing here? Are you guys hungry or anything? You look fed. We're ranching 7 of them in here. I have a total of 6 mealwood. And now with dirt, 8.3 tons. So we're actually doing okay. Or forget the numbers. Go where when I do it. Shit, 1 is my NAFTA. Shift 1 is your NAFTA. Copy settings, paste settings. This is a 6, so this should be a 6. And that is a 7, so that should be a 7. Good. I think we're ready to ranch more Drecos. In fact, it looks like I never set this up. Yeah, see, I was getting ready to set that up, but I never did. So let's get a critter sensor in here. If either one of these... Could be doing this out of cobalt. This would be for that. So that would be coming up and going over, and then we would get rid of this signal switch, deconstruct it. With the automation, I'm going to need bridges out of cobalt. And another bridge right there. That works. That way, if we need more glossy Drecos, we can get more glossy Drecos. And I guess I need to copy settings, paste, and put another one in here. Hopefully I have another one. I don't know if I do. I probably don't. I'll have to go get another one. Don't get that stuff in your keyboard. It's compatible here. Really? It's gross. Slate wheats. I love it. Oh, I love it. That fridge is already, or this kitchen setup's already looking really good. Let's get the gas range in here. That would be under food. Gas range. I'm probably going to want a lamp in the middle of it. So let's get a leg lamp. Furniture. Right there in the middle. I could maybe move it a little closer. If I moved it a little bit closer, then I could have a motion. No. I suppose I could have a motion sensor right there. Yeah, that would work. I'll have a motion sensor there out of lead. And one maybe right there. Yeah, that'd work. And then lead. Yep. Love it. Where was the leg lamp? In the kitchen? Well, we have one in the steam room. I went ahead and popped for that. I did have one extra space. Well, you know what? We got one extra space. Why not? I decided to double up on my thermo sensors, which was quite nice. Alright, well, we should have plenty of those. You know, I could be sending the bristleberries over and having them automatically deliver. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go to the kitchen over here real quick. Kitchen over here is not great. I have not set this one up nearly as fancy. Let's cancel those. And instead, let's go ahead and ship out. Let's make this, let's say this is a level 9. This is going to be a level 8. And this is going to be for edible bristleberry. And that should be good. And then we'll have bristleberry. I mean, we could do it not manually and stuff, but I'm sure we have plenty of it. Did you get cooking 3 with the without the alpha pack? You get cooking 3 without the alpha pack. Well, this is just spaced out and the regular one. So if we go cooking. Yep. Oops. All right. There is no, there's no sushi. The skills. Ari, fine dining. You get cooking 3 with, oh, the aqua pack. Do have skills that could be handing out. Exosuit training would be good for you, but you're a little bit upset right now. We're gonna worry about that later. Yeah, no problem. What else? Oh yeah, next time I'm gonna have to maybe think about getting the oxygen set up here a little bit better. Let's get a sweep up on that. Maybe they can take those off somewhere. Yay. I'm gonna have to have natural gas coming in. I think I have, yeah, I have plenty of natural gas. Where, in fact, am I storing it? Right there? Okay. Not sure how much that is, but maybe what I do instead of what I was just doing there. Cancel all of that. Maybe I'll just get a tile. Right, like so. It's not a bottle filler, it's a gas. Gas. Filler, no filler. There you go. We'll just hook that up. Deconstruct this. I doubt we're gonna... I mean, that's not a horrible amount of gas, is it? It's like 322 kgs. I mean, maybe I could run one thing, but we're running petroleum, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's get a filler, and I guess I'll put it right underneath it. It's made out of steel. No, I think I don't need to make that out of steel. Let's make it out of... Lead is dangerous. We'll make it out of steel. That's fine. Now, I do have the bristleberry coming in, so what I could do is, well, that is on a ladder though, unfortunately, so I can't really have the sensor that I'd like, but element sensor, shut off, lead, automation. This way my dupes don't have to do it, and then it freezes itself anyway. Power. And then we'll just have this rail coming around a little bit. Something like that. And with a bridge. Yeah, there goes the bristleberry. I mean, technically I don't need to freeze it, but I want to just in case we ever have an excess of one over the other. You know, you use all the bristleberry and then all your sleet wheat goes off because you weren't keeping it in a frozen atmosphere or vice versa or whatever. And now that's coming in at minus 49 degrees. Heck yeah. Deep frozen. What else? So they're focused on this. We're getting more oil out. We're done making plastic. We have 20 tons saved up, and then this is starting to melt out the whole place, but that's a good source of sulfur. Thank you, Yelp, for letting me just borrow that idea. You know, that's a good amount of water in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it gets out of hand, but we'll cross that bridge later when we come to it, I guess. Let's do a full 200, I suppose. How hot are you? 71 degrees. That's not that bad. Okay, and then this canister is going to be for natural gas. Level 7, I think. Enable auto bottle. We don't want to go too crazy with the natural gas. I mean, it is a 500 gram thing. I might be able to get away with it on a 5. Not sure what that will ever come to fruition, that sulfur heating. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not horribly hot. It could be way warmer. Alright, so... cooling loop hasn't gone in quite all the way yet. We're missing a couple pipes. Let's follow this. Or our bridge is backwards. Bridges are backwards. That's the problem. Something is backwards here. Well, first of all, I need to get rid of this, so deconstruct that. This is coming out, not going in. And that is coming in. Okay. So I might have to break in and redo this a little bit. Because that's going out. And that's coming. I did want that to be the last on the list, didn't I? Yeah. So where on this did I mess up? Right here. Deconstruct this bridge. Deconstruct this bridge. And deconstruct this bridge. Here we go. Random question. I'm a bit curious. If you don't mind sharing the information, how many people are in the pit patch contest at the moment? I don't know. This is causing me issues again. Somehow, water coming in at -5 is breaking my pipe. Oh. And causing heat. Maybe you can help me answer this question. We have -6 degree brine going in. We're making iron and steel. Coming out. And breaking in my pipe. This property is... what is the temperature of this thing? 17 degrees. So the insulated liquid pipe that's breaking currently is 17.1 degrees. 124 degrees. Okay, that one's hot. Don't know why that's happening though. How much does making steel heat up the brine? Not enough. That's interesting though. Why is some of the water just sitting in there and it's almost like it's getting reused. Because we have like 3 degree brine, but then we have 124.2 degree brine. Yeah, I don't know. It's not coming in hot. It's coming in at -6. And yeah, that is causing me all sorts of problems. I think maybe it's something to do with the mesh tiles, so I'm going to stop it with the mesh tiles, I think. Let's deconstruct this, and deconstruct this. I'm going to snip this off. We're going to try to fix this before it's too late. Let me get insulated tile, at least for this part. And that should be good. Now we gotta mop all that up. Bruh. Maybe I could put a ceramic on it. What is that? Regular water? Okay. Is the ceramic breaking too? I think it doesn't like being done on mesh tiles. 69 degree. Yeah, but it's still not boiling hot. It's not even close to boiling hot. Empty storage. Oh, he's actually running it right now. Bro, how are you running it with the pipe that's not... Oh, yeah, I remember that. Cancel. Empty storage, disable building. Brine that it came out of it is -3 degrees. How? Maybe some leftover in the refinery, empty and I emptied. It's -3.5. Where'd it go? Contents none. Whatevers. Alright, enable building again. How much steel do I got? I should have been making that for quite a while, I would think. So, 6.2 tons. It's not too bad. What a nightmare. Okay, this is going to be for the edible. This is going to be for gristleberry. Is it gristleberry? Shit, I think so. Bristleberry. No, it's bristleberry. Bristleberry? Just in time. There goes the bristleberry. To get chilled off. Perfect. Now we don't even have to pick it up. And we can do this at our leisure, which is great. So let's go ahead and make berry sludge forever on a 5-copy pasta. Oh, I love that. Mercury doesn't even cover 1/4 of the heat capacity needed to make steel. Monica. Huh. Well, that's working pretty good. And it's lit, right? So we broke the game a little bit in order to pull that off, but sure enough, there you go. This is gonna need to have natural gas, and I did not build a pipe for that, so let's do that. Could do that out of igneous is fine. And what I do with the berry sludge, I'm not exactly sure, but probably for space. You know, I want to go to that other planet, the pit planet, and I would really want to start ranching them there. That's the plan. Let's make sure we don't eat this berry sludge. Yeah, we don't want to eat that. Thank you. We just want it to sit on the floor. That'll be fine. Just bin space. Yeah, so what we have going on there, I wonder if I can show it off again. There it is. Metal. We have a dupe motion sensor and a light. Polka dot ceiling light. Automated. Thank you. Yeah. Yelp taught me how to do that. That's crazy. My mind has been blown. We're gonna need to bring in some of our other food that we're making over here, like Swampy Delights and all that stuff, but that'll be... Well, they can't reach these, which is good. Because we want to have that area for the food that they make. So this would be... Let's make it for the grub fruit. So we'll also put in grub fruit. Grub fruit can go in there. We will stop using this one. Deconstruct it even. Ooh, that's scary. So this one's gonna have to do the roasted grub nut at some point. Roasted grub nut fruit forever. So we'll put this one on a 6. This one will be on a 7. And those are already on 5, so that's fine. Alright, let's get... I want to get all this food. Let's get anything that's edible. Or cooking ingredients or edibles on an 8. And I will put that right here, because I don't have a sweeper yet to do it. Actually, I do have a sweeper to do it, but I don't have a loader to do it. Okay. Let's put no, that's fine, that's fine, it's fine. That food wasn't refrigerated anyway, so at least some of this will get refrigerated. Grub nut fruits going in, getting frozen. Love it. Bog jelly. Where are you going with that? You're not eating that. Nope. Deconstruct this. Alright, I want bog jelly in there too. Yep. All bog jellies need to go in there. Yay, the gas is flowing. So we now can cook in that. And this stuff is continually trying to get cold enough. It is not cold enough. Why are you not cold enough? -7. -38. I mean, it's pretty cold. -76. I suppose lead is not the best heat conductor. -39. I'm asking it to go out at -50. There ain't no way it's getting there. -103. Yeah, the heat exchange is the problem. Other metal tile that I could... Uh-oh. We got some water over here. Is that still breaking? Please mop. Hopefully that'll... Oh my goodness. Mop. We have a print available as well. Got a lot of water on the floor. The water on the floor... could be better. Maybe we mop all that. Actually, it doesn't really matter because it's just going to keep getting wet. That's all that. At least these areas up here, though. Alright, iron's coming in. See, it goes in and really cold. $52. But what's the temperature of the stuff inside of it? Pretty cold. About, yeah. No, it's cold. Let's go to the other planet. We did get some food going off right here. We only got 28,000 calories, but we do have, and all of that is berry sludge. Okay, great. So we know how to make berry sludge really bad. What else can we make? Stuffed berries is gristleberry and pinch of peppers. I don't think I've ever done stuffed berries before. That'd be fun. Surf and turf, obviously. Pinch of pepper bread. I don't think I have any Pacu on this planet. I don't know if we ever did or not, but we definitely don't now. Oh. So any Pacu I get, I'd have to transport from the other planet. Pepper bread. Pinch of pepper nuts. I mean, we could do that. We have nosh beans. And I'm not exactly sure what else you need for curried beans. There were Pacu once. Yeah, there might have been. I guess they got destroyed somehow. Spicy tofu. I know that involves the nosh bean somehow. Frost burgers. That's lettuce. Mixed berry pie. Grub fruit, which we do have. And sleet wheat. What? Do we have this? Gristleberry. So if I made a little bit of gristleberry, and let's say I had a sweeper right there. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know. Let's see, I'm also gonna have to let that go down to, let's say, minus 30. If it's below minus 30, you can let it out. I gotta let some of this stuff out. Minus 30. It's not cold enough. Not cold enough. Some of that is not deep frozen, I bet. Yeah, the bog jelly. Relocate. What else? That's it. It's just a bog jelly. Maybe get another insulated tile right there. And let's go ahead and get a couple there, because I believe it does come down there, yeah? That would be good. I could maybe even get one right there. That should help out a little bit. Yeah, we can't even get that grub fruit, so let's go ahead and say with the grub fruit, or no, the bog jelly. The bog jelly, we want to make Swampy Delights forever. There you go. Can you grab that and put it in this? Waiting for resources, Swampy Delights, pickled meals, auto sweepers. I don't think they can move that, so we'll cancel that relocate. There we go, the bog jelly's coming out anyway. This is down to minus 60 now, so maybe I could do that back to minus 50. I'd prefer it. Maybe the bog jelly was just too massive, too warm, or too cool, I should say. Alright, so you made... It made the food, and I believe it's now going up. No. Did you not make the food? Errands. Area, no pending deliveries. Well, I don't see the stuff there anymore. I'm surprised I don't have more of these plants coming in right now. Okay. And we're just all idle here with 56,000 calories. Well, we have grub fruit at 24,000. Where is that at? Yeah, all of that is in here. Which is great, because it's deep frozen and stuff. But I don't believe we can access it. So let's get a refrigerator down here. That should help us out. Let's do food. Refrigerator... I could put one right there. Cancel that, though, because I want to make it out of ceramic. It's more efficient. And we'll just put our gristleberry that we can eat there at a low level. Okay, so this would be for our gristleberry. Wait, what is this? Grub fruit. Grub fruit. Wait, aren't we cooking the grub fruit? We have grub fruit. What can we make with grub fruit? Swampy Delights takes bog jelly. Roasted grub nut is what we do with that. And it takes spindly grub fruit. But this is not spindly grub fruit. This is just grub fruit. So we don't do that. Grub fruit preserve takes grub fruit and sucrose, which I do not own. Frost buns. Should probably get mushrooms going on over here. I don't know if is this the one with the slime meteors? Yeah, this one has slime meteors, so that's kind of a renewable thing that you could kind of do. A little, I don't know how much. I'm a little upset that I can't do anything else with these grub fruits. Like, you can't do roasted grub fruit with spin... Okay. Grub fruit preserve, I need sucrose. I have 0 available. And you're not gonna give me any, are you? So, I guess we're just gonna put it in here. Edibles, we're gonna just eat it raw, I suppose. We'll do grub fruit by 1. On a 5. There you go, now you can eat. Consumables will allow you to eat that grub fruit. We already do. And then we also want to make the mixed berry pie. And we want to do that forever. Undiscovered ingredients. Gristleberry. Okay, so we need to get gristleberry in here. Forever. I want these to be on a higher level than that, though. So that's a 6, so this would probably be a 7. You know what? We'll make it a 5 because we don't need that much of that stuff, so that's fine. Oh my goodness. What the absolute heck is going on over here? The game don't like it. It's not happy about it. 79C. Do we have liquid everywhere else? No, thankfully it didn't go everywhere else. Oh, no, it did. Never mind. Not sure why. Once again. See, got brine in here. 79-degree brine right there. Like, why hasn't it gone out? Well, it hasn't gone out right now because it's... Oh, maybe that's it. Back up on water. Okay, if you can't go in there, you'll go in there. That should be fine, and that will just empty out completely. Probably about time I set that going again, though, because we do need that water to flow. So there, now it should flow better. Maybe that will help out. Maybe that was my issue, don't know. Over here, we got more of the grub fruit going in. It's deep frozen. Nice. Hopefully it's not it's looping. Okay, let's not do that. No manual use. Which means I'm gonna have to have a bin here. Or maybe a fridge. Let's put put a fridge right there. And we'll just have them bring everything here. We'll have this on, it's already on a 7, so we'll make this like a 5. Edibles, fillet of fish, bog jellies, not bristleberries because that's already coming in. Don't need meal ice, but meat could be going through there. Mushrooms could be going through there. Pickled meal, raw eggs. We know what that is now. Swamp chard heart, swampy delights. Yeah. I suppose. Maybe, maybe not. No. And that's on all 5. Alright, hopefully that's good. Now, can I make this mixed berry pie? I need gristleberry. I need to have another shipment of the bristleberries over here, which we're only growing the one set, so if I actually sent over a few seeds, that might be smart. Let's do a few seeds of the bristleberry. Blossom seeds. Let's do 12. Get a set of gristleberries. Grow a set of gristleberries, yeah. We got plenty of bristleberry, or berry sludge, I should say. Berry sludge. Well, 32,000 calories. It's not a lot. The amount of sleet wheat, though, that we have is... doesn't say there. How much is that? 10 units. That's not that many. Let me also put in here for sleet wheat. I did not do that. Sleet wheat, pinch of peppers, nosh beans. We want nosh beans in there. Yup. In fact, I might do that as a 7, and that way this could be like a 9. In fact, then let's think about... Are we in suits to go up here? I don't think so. I should probably have them getting in suits to go up there. It is pretty cold up there, so probably set up a suit dock area in here. Stations, suit docks. I don't know, I probably can't have that there, so that'll have to be deconstructed. Yeah, and then a checkpoint probably right there. So we'll have like some sort of thing going here. In fact, let me just queue it up a little bit. We have 5 dupes. I think 3 of them at a time would be fine. As far as O2 goes, it could be coming out of this one. There we go. That would be connected. It was. For power, it has... Well, I have this big old ugly thing right here. I say maybe I just have it going this way. Oh, I can't do it through the door, huh? Alright, well, we can get rid of that door. Construct. What door is that made out of? Copper ore? That's fine. But that looks pretty good. Then we'll have suits to go up there. We can tear all that out. Get all the sleet wheat and other things. Get those deep frozen. The nosh beans. I would love to set up some growing areas for that. And I don't know what else I have that we make. Let's see, what else do we make? Roasted grub nut, we're not going to be making. Omelets, we can't really make. So, yeah. We're low on food over here. I did have them bring in, though, what was it? Blossom seeds. So let's go ahead and allow those over real quick. So that would require me building a blossom farm. Oh, no, this never got finished. Hold on, we got to finish this real quick. All right, the bridges go this way. Priority 7 on those, please. That is not the easiest way up there. Maybe I could build a ladder going that way so that we could go up this way. There's a lot of sleetweed up there, and some of it... Oh, look at that. He's getting a nosh bean. He's getting a nosh bean. Let's see if that works. Nosh bean goes in. Nosh bean gets pulled out. That's a lot of nosh beans. Could have been already kind of chilled. -4. Oh, I love it that we got nosh beans now. That's great. And I believe the water is now flowing correctly. Yay! And that should cool off the base a little bit here and there. I mean, I could do mushrooms. Why the other map is continuously breaking, though, that's unfortunate. So far, it looks like it might have been that it was backed up of water. And why are you sick? Food poisoning? How? So we have this hand sanitizer right there. And I think I need to have like a I need to have a sweepy dock in here. Yep. And then you have to have a sweeper. Hold on. This one is the one that's going up to it. So I would want it to be like this with rails like that, with a conveyor loader like this, with power like that. And it would still need a sweeper. Dang it. Sweeper. Oh no. Don't see it there? Leave. Alright, cancel this one. Let's build the sweeper first. The sweeper can see that. And then we'll just have to run that up a little bit higher. That's all. One like that. My goodness, look at all the conveyor bridges. Yelp would be so proud. Power for all that. Yelp is a poet, yeah. So I'm hoping that this will sweep up the food. Sweep. Sweep. I said I was done. I said I was done. I want to be done. How you doing? Athletics up to 3. Do you guys have germs on you? No. They can only come in this way. There's a hand sanitizer right there. This guy still got food poisoning. Oh, look. Yeah, now you get your hands clean, but you already have the food poisoning somehow. Alright, so this is going to be for all edibles and cooking ingredients. Yep. Go, Sweepy, go, Sweepy, go. Where's the Sweepy bot? Does he have to have power first? 7. Do they have to activate this thing? Oh yeah, they do. Alright. Oh, they have to deliver iron. Oh. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Go get it. There he goes. He's got some. All right. And there goes the food. The food then goes up there. Even the muckroot, huh? I guess. And that's gonna go get refrozen. And refrozen it got. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I like that. Certainly.